What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's good to see you today on the speaknsee show. I ask you like, subscribe, click that notification button so that when I get information out, you can get information in. I would like to say there is some news today that we have going on with the SBA saying they aim to clear economic injury disaster loan backlog in August. They've actually been doing a pretty good job on it too. This is coming from the Business Journal. They've been doing a really good job. I've been impressed, and I think a lot of you have too, as far as the backlog that they had back in post-July. It was horrible. They couldn't the processing was going really bad. It was going south. Finally, the new implementations came out in July. We saw triple in July what we'd seen all year of as far as the approvals and the requests and processes being made for the SBA for the EIDL loans. Now, August is just making everything look like they found their way. They found the way to go ahead and do this. So it's interesting. We have an article here from, let's just go ahead and say his name is Andy Medici from the Business Journal. Now, he's done quite a bit of work, actually, Andy Medici. We want to thank you out right now. A shout out to Biz Journal. We would give them a thumbs up for this article. It was really good and informative. The Small Business Administration expects to have cleared a backlog more than 600,000 injury disaster loan increase requests in August, the agency said. SB has gone from processing, get this, people, 1,647 applications per day in June to processing 37,029 on July 28th. It's saying it boosted loan officer productivity from 1.86 loan applications per day to more than 15. We're looking at like a 7% increase. Like I had said earlier, that's a little over 7%. That's going from like a line of one teller to a line of 7 tellers if you were in the store getting something, So that's amazing that they're putting out these. Now in August, it's even gotten even better. But what happened is the SBA moved from the EIDL loan program from its disaster assistance to its Office of Capital Access, the same people who oversaw the Paycheck Protection Program. So with that said, I want to give you a big shout out. Way to go, SBA. You made a good move there. We're very proud of you. Yeah, well, that's what they did. They went and they got Miles Finch. They went and they got the Paycheck Protection Program and said, okay, we need you over here, guys. And henceforth, we have an SBA that's seeming to do much, much better. Okay, here, if you are in backlog for loan increase applications, we are clearing tens of thousands of those out by the day that will be closed out mostly in early August, all except for certain circumstances in mid-August, said Veronica Pugin, Senior Advisor for the Office of Capital Access. Now, we've got her, now she's involved in this. Pugin has been coming around and starting to say a few words here and there about what's going on, and now we're getting a little bit more transparency, which we've been all crying out for lately from the SBA. Now we're starting to finally see it almost a year in, or 2/3 of a year in. She is suggesting that if you were denied, that you reapply. So the SBA dedicated additional resources to reviewing loan applications, as well as tripled its customer service capacity. Pugin said she urged small business owners who had been rejected before but believed they were eligible to apply for reconsideration. She literally said this herself: if you got a loan declined and you think you met eligibility, it is very possible, there might have been an issue on your form. Somebody else might have gotten it that couldn't have got it. Now we've got people that can see it. Now we've got people that can move it forward. So this is good news. Once again, this is really good news. Moving forward, we go into the next page where it says, meanwhile, the SBA is still reviewing a possible increase in the maximum size of it, from $500,000 to the $1 million. They're working on it, but you see, this is not anybody's fault, except it's a technical issue that they're having to try to make sure the math is done correctly in the SBA. They said that it's an issue which was a technical in nature to get that size of a loan up to maximum that Congress originally intended. I like how they use Congress originally intended. You know what else Congress originally intent was? For everybody to get $10,000 that had a small business and close their doors for COVID. That was also Congress' original intent. So let's work on that too, because Ben Cardin speaks here in a moment. But We'll get to that shortly here. Pugin said, stay tuned. Stay tuned on the front. The SBA would announce publicly the change, basically from the 500,000 to the 2 million. So if you're in that area waiting for that, stay tuned. It's good news. SBA Administrator Guzman said on the webinar, the agency wants the loan applications to be a simple process. She said, we know that we're having challenges in the program, and that was what, yeah, Guzman, you want it to be a simple process. Really? Get rid of the policy map. She can't just say, okay, I'm getting rid of the policy. Help small businesses get this money that they were promised in the CARES Act. Ben Cardin, chairman of the Senate, he stressed that the SBA has the support of the Senate when it comes to increasing the size of the EIDL of $2 million. So Ben Cardin's even saying the members of the Senate are pushing very hard for the administration to increase the size of the EIDL loan to its statutory limit of $2 million. So the members of the Senate are even saying, come on, SBA, go. They're calling them, what's going on? So Cardin is saying, we understand that there have been challenges. Yes, there have for that, but that's for those of you who are looking to get over $500,000. There's most of you are just looking to get something right now. Even if it's the 500,000 or less, you're looking for that. So hats off to you. So far, the agency has approved $3.8 million EIDL loans, roughly $244 billion, although it's unclear how many applicants have asked for an increase among those. I'm going to have a link to this article down below. It's on Biz Journal. The EIDL loan is one of the few programs with remaining funds. The SBA and Cardin also encourage small business owners to apply to the agency's Shuttered Venue Operators Grant as well. Okay, they're really pushing this. I mean, I went on to look. I was like, I'm just wondering, is there a reason for them wanting us to go into the Shuttered Venue Operators Grant? Why are they pushing this so hard? The Shuttered Venue Operators Grant. So I got to thinking to myself, I wonder if there's a loophole. Maybe there's a way that we could get our $10,000 from the shuttered venues as opposed into the EIDL grant. So I did my due diligence. I went out and found this article. It goes over, I will leave a link to this down below, it's gore.org, and it goes over the SVOG grants. Do you qualify? Now I realized I really came close to qualifying on this. I came close to qualifying. I did not meet all the requirements that it would have taken, which isn't much really. So you might want to check these out. Who's eligible for the SVOG and how you can get these grants, because it gives you literally like 50% of what you made in 2019. So it's really good. I will leave a link for this down below. How much money can you get from the program? Eligible entities that were operating on January 1st of 2019 can receive grants equal to 45% of their 2019 gross earned revenue, or $10 million, whichever is less. Now, these are grants we're talking about. So you might want to check this out to see if you do qualify. And even if you got the EIDL loan or EIDL grant, you can qualify for this. Now, if you got PPP, you would be able to, so this could be higher than the amount of PPP which you got, which you would end up having to take off of the amount that they were going to give you. Say you got $100,000 here and you got $20,000 in PPP, they would take that $20,000 and give you $80,000. So that's how that would work. So anyway, I hope this information helps everybody out there. I hope this was some fresh news for you to continue your weekend. Have a great weekend. Everything is moving forward. I want to give a shout out to Jason McElhone. He's been doing great this week. He's been keeping everybody motivated and uplifted about what's going on. And shout out to all of you guys who have hung in there for this time and still waiting for those EIDL grants. And I just want to say thanks for everybody for watching. We appreciate you, and we're still going for those EIDL grants. They're $10,000 EIDL grants. We're not going to stop on that either. So we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep fighting because we're small businesses, and that's what we do. We make America great. And I want to say thanks for watching, guys. And also, can you say I want my 10K?
All fine time to chat and go live and get with the House and Senate on the phone and online. We even tweet the press when we feel like we're stuck on Bill
S513.
They'll say we're out of luck, but I think that it's time that they hear our voice, and then we say it louder because it's our choice. We say